was Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James the Less, and Joseph, and Salome, who also, when he was in Galilee, followed him and ministered to him, and many other women which came up with him to Jerusalem. Matthew has half of this, among which was Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James and Joseph, the mother of Zebedee's children, and then the second half of the verse earlier, which followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering to him. That's the order I'll put it, because it follows more with Mark. Who these women are that followed Jesus, as opposed to they followed Jesus, who they are. Luke only has that followed him from Galilee. No mention of who the women are. So when I get to who also, when he was in Galilee, followed him, I'll add from Luke, followed him from Galilee. But until then, it's just Matthew and Mark. Matthew, Mark, among just Mark, whom was Mary Magdalene and Mary the mother of James. That's both. Matthew has James and Joseph. Mark has James the Less and Joseph, so the Less is only Mark. And Joseph, both. And the mother of Zebedee's children. Mark has and Salome. That could be the mother of Zebedee's children, Salome, but I'm not sure. If I combine them, I might accidentally be getting rid of a mention of a woman. Or I might be combining to Salome, the mother of Zebedee's children. You know, it would make sense if Matthew and Mark are speaking about the exact same woman, just in different ways, than that they each mention someone that the other didn't, and they left off whoever the other person mentioned. I think that'd be a bit harder to believe than that Salome from Mark is the mother of Zebedee's children from Matthew. So I'm going to go with that. Salome is named in Mark, and then from Matthew, the mother of Zebedee's children. And then Mark finishes, who also, when he was in Galilee. Matthew, which followed from Galilee. So who also, when he was in, is not in Matthew. Luke, that followed him from Galilee. Okay, who also, when he was in, is only Mark. When he was in. Now I'm going to put Jesus named in Matthew instead of just he. Galilee is all three. Matthew finishes ministering to him. Mark followed him and ministered to him. Luke, that followed him. Followed is past tense. Followed is Matthew and Mark and Luke. Now the him actually works. Mark and Luke. Should I have followed him and ministered to him, or followed him ministering to him? This word is not in Luke, so it's just the choice between Matthew and Mark. Matthew has ministering to him, Mark has and ministered. I think the point of this mention of all these women is that they were ministering, so they followed ministering. That was their behavior. To him, Matthew, Mark. Luke just has that followed him from Galilee. I already have that him. Followed him from Galilee. So yeah, that's the end in Luke. Mark and many other women. This last mention is not in Matthew or Luke. Which came up with him to Jerusalem.